Hello people of the web and welcome back to Creators Thoughts. I haven't recorded an episode in about a month, partly because of being ill, partly just incredibly busy. But I'm back, and this episode I'm going to confide in you about my fear of being a second choice streamer and my struggle to grow faith in the value I bring to my content. I started streaming on Twitch in November 2019. In the build-up to my first time going live on the platform, I spent time exploring many different streams, trying to learn what works, what doesn't, and decide what I'd want my content to be. I spent a lot of time watching one streamer in particular, an absolutely incredible person who has created a loving corner of the web. Obviously, I started watching to learn from their mastery of the dark arts, aka the art of being a successful streamer, but ended up staying because I genuinely love their content. They kindly answered my many dumb questions and was a huge help in me establishing my style and even helping bring people to my streams. Lots of people. Even now, multiple years into my journey on Twitch, a significant portion of my community came to be through them and their support. So, my fear. With so many of my community being from their community, especially in my early days, I was afraid of streaming at the same time. I might find myself broadcasting to no one. Viewers we share have likely enjoyed their content for longer, and in my honest opinion, they are a far better streamer than I could ever hope to be. A logical fear, but also massively amplified by one of my weaknesses, a lack of confidence and belief in myself. Fortunately for me, our schedules didn't overlap much. I would stream 3 times a week, twice on weekdays and once during the weekend. This significant streamer typically only streams weekdays during my afternoon, and so wraps up during my evenings, which allows viewers to enjoy their content and then move on to me when they wrap up. Then weekends, the streamer in question would be busy with family stuff, and I didn't have to compete. I was convinced I was in their shadow, but I'd come to terms with that, and didn't feel too down about it in the same way as I wouldn't feel bad if Sam Smith managed to sell more albums than me. My fortune of schedules not overlapping lasted for a long time. Then occasionally it would happen. We'd both be live on a Saturday, and to my surprise, some of those viewers we shared would come and join my streams. I felt very lucky, but always assumed that they were watching both, or hadn't noticed the bigger streamer was live, or maybe just today they fancied watching what I was playing. These unfortunate overlaps would happen from time to time, and I'd always be surprised to see people join me. And while I struggled to come to terms with it, eventually I realised some people wanted to join me. It wasn't a misclick, a mood-based decision, or just a lack of awareness. People chose me. Even thinking about it now causes me to feel close to tears. My head is picturing so many names of people who made me feel special and valued. Because given a choice between my derpy self and content from one of the best streamers I know, they still chose to spend time with me. I'm very lucky to have so many supportive and loving community members, and I'm very grateful they choose to share their time with me, and through doing so help me realise I have value. Something I spent years questioning. They've brought me so much joy, and I hope to continue creating content and bring joy to my community too. There's a story and some thoughts. I'd really like to know if anyone else has had a similar experience, or if you have any thoughts on my story. Thank you for listening. Bye bye now.